Thank you for viewing this CyVectors presentation. Today, we will take a high-level look at Snowflake CISO Service Assurance, a pre-built Snowflake application that customers can begin gaining value from immediately. Snowflake aggregates, models, and presents a business service view designed for executive leadership across small and medium businesses, enterprises, and managed service organizations in every industry vertical. This video is also being distributed as CyVectors' official entry into the 2026 Snowflake Challenge, sponsored by Snowflake and the New York Stock Exchange. We will begin by looking at how Snowflake empowers the CISO and related security teams by leveraging Agentic AI sensor data from CyVectors. On the left, you see the CyVectors sensors. These are lightweight security agents that run directly at the attack surface and observe what matters in real time: network traffic, endpoint activity, user behavior, and system resource usage. In the center is one of our core sensor technologies: embedded machine learning using ONNX models trained by CyVectors. This embedded AI is built from decades of real-world experience in IT systems and a deep understanding of how attackers exploit technology and business vectors. Within the sensor itself is where anomaly detection happens, privately, on the endpoint, before any data is sent to the cloud. Instead of shipping raw logs, the sensors distill activity into high-fidelity security telemetry, including scores, context, classifications, and alerts. As a result, Snowflake receives clean, structured events that are immediately ready for analytics. On the right, Snowflake transforms these intelligent events into scalable analytics, trending, correlation, and detection insights using CyVectors-built queries and models. This is where CISOs and security teams can track real risk across business services and understand activity across the entire environment. Snowflake delivers the enterprise analytics layer, and CyVectors sends only the most meaningful AI-driven telemetry. Here, we see each CyVectors sensor feeding Snowflake using its own purpose-trained ONNX machine learning models. These models cover topics such as business email compromise, data exfiltration, command and control activity, passive operational technology visibility, and more. The sensors run as Windows services or Linux processes and function as agentic AI endpoints for data collection, analysis, and reporting. All sensors install in just a few clicks and typically consume approximately 4 megabytes of memory and less than 0.01% CPU. Each sensor's embedded ONNX inference runs in approximately 50 milliseconds, making it common to deploy multiple sensors on a single endpoint for both strategic and tactical cybersecurity visibility. The CISO Service Assurance platform built on Snowflake is pre-configured for the telemetry produced by these sensors, enabling low-effort expansion of existing Snowflake views and deep analysis using Snowflake Cortex. You may pause or rewind this presentation to review each sensor's individual capabilities. Snowflake's secure sensor data ingestion and end-to-end architecture makes CISO Service Assurance possible at massive endpoint scale. On the left of this diagram is the CyVectors gateway for Snowflake, typically deployed on-premises or in the cloud near the sensor endpoints. This gateway provides a secure, encrypted intake path that ensures all telemetry entering Snowflake is trusted, structured, and analytics-ready. Once the data arrives in Snowflake virtual warehouses, sensor vector analysis, CVs, KPIs, and additional metadata are automatically parsed for dashboards and fed into Snowflake Cortex for AI-driven analysis. Sensor data is also available through Snowflake Time Travel and Snowsight dashboards, enabling historical investigations and threat hunting workflows. Time travel, semantic views, and named filters give executives clear insight into business service degradation and the security anomalies impacting specific service tiers. Finally, Snowflake Cortex and verified queries provide CISOs, IT administrators, SOC teams, and other stakeholders with AI-enhanced cybersecurity analysis using natural language queries. In other words, CISOs can chat directly with their CyVectors sensor telemetry. Every business service ultimately depends on technology layers and human-engaged delivery paths. These same paths are also used by both human and AI-based attackers to conduct cyber campaigns. Endpoints and end users access business applications over the network. The network provides bidirectional communication that allows endpoints and users to perform business operations. Next, the server tier hosts the business application. In this example, a finance collections application, which communicates over the network with database and storage systems. Together, these technology tiers form a complete business service. The CISO views this service in terms of technology layers, while the executive team sees it as the collections department, one of the organization's primary revenue-generating functions. Now, let's review how the CISO Service Assurance dashboard is organized. Behind the scenes, SQL queries written by CyVectors are specifically designed for our sensor telemetry. The dashboard auto-populates every data tier with no requirement for customers to configure dashboards, configuration items, or KPIs. Starting at the bottom, incoming CyVectors sensor data is displayed with severity levels assigned by the ONNX AI components and Snowflake queries. Next, in highlighted dashboard panel, sensor messages provide a heartbeat indicator showing which sensors are actively reporting. Some sensors only report when an anomaly is detected, so silence can be expected. In the next section up, any CVs discovered by the Penteus sensor are displayed with CV identifiers, dates, severity, and related metadata. Snowflake Cortex uses this information to correlate CVs with other anomalies. In the center panel of the dashboard, sensor data is automatically parsed into event counts, severity metrics, and additional KPIs, allowing the CISO to quickly assess impact. Finally, Snowflake maps sensor data into technology tiers: end user, network, server, application, database, and storage, producing a rolled-up business service status weighted by anomaly severity and business impact. Shown in the red highlight circle, the CISO dashboard displays sensor anomaly counts, event severity, and timestamps for immediate impact assessment the CISO can get the team united with. Sensor events are automatically placed into their corresponding service delivery tiers, shown in the highlighted dashboard section of this image. For example, email vector analysis and host resource anomalies are placed in the end-user tier. LAN vector, DNS, exfiltration, and Penteus sensor anomalies impact the network tier. Host resource anomalies impact the server tier, while application logs and service port behavior affect the application and database tiers. Finally, file audit agent monitors file system activity, such as file creation, deletion, and renaming in file shares, to detect mass or non-compliant activity and report actions by username for auditing and automated response, and those events are represented in the storage tier of the business service. All of these business service status conditions are rolled up into one service status of good, warning, and critical in upper left tile of the CISO dashboard. Here, we see how Snowflake Cortex becomes the CISO's fastest path from telemetry to answers by leveraging CyVectors sensor intelligence. On the left is a curated list of CISO-level service assurance questions commonly asked by leadership and SOC teams, such as: what node is the source of the reported exfiltration? What are the top 3 anomalies in the collections service that require my attention right now? Gone are the days of manually drilling through event lists to determine root cause. To begin a natural language analysis session, simply click to enter the Cortex Analyst chat. CyVectors has already implemented Cortex training to ensure responses align with business service security concepts. In this scenario, the CISO asks a natural language question: what is the root cause of the reported exfiltration? Snowflake presents a summarized interpretation of the request. Snowflake Cortex then analyzes the telemetry and identifies the data leak source. This same Cortex capability is embedded across CyVectors sensor telemetry, making natural language queries possible for CVs, business email compromise, command and control isolation, and end-user file access auditing, among many other use cases. Snowflake CISO Service Assurance provides a single source of truth across multiple security vectors using Snowflake aggregation and AI analysis. It delivers business service-focused visibility for functions such as collections, billing, sales, support, and shipping. It provides clear technology path assurance across the entire delivery chain, from end user to network to applications, databases, and storage. It identifies ownership of remediation by showing which technology team or vendor is responsible for resolution. Detection confidence is increased by correlating multiple signals rather than relying on isolated alerts. Root cause is identified faster using tier-based context and sensor evidence. Monitoring costs are reduced by improving visibility without excessive ingest volume. Tool complexity is reduced by consolidating analysis and reporting into Snowflake. Incident response is accelerated by tracking full attack progression, from business email compromise to breach, command and control, lateral movement, exfiltration, and response. All conclusions are based on real telemetry, including logs, ports, host behavior, file activity, and network egress. This works across all CyVectors sensors, including EVA support for Office 365, Outlook WebView, and Gmail. The result is leadership-ready visibility for executives, without sacrificing SOC-grade technical depth.